nerds, Bevan here, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about movies, specifically movies that are coming out in 2019. Today I worked on my annual list I do every year where I mark out my calendar, what movies I need to see this year and when they come out so I can kind of plan my year. 2018 I did not see as many movies as I wanted to, not nearly enough. I think I only went to the theater 4 or 5 times, and then I've seen a couple more on Blu-ray and on Netflix. But for 2019, I did the list today, and I've got 19 on there, and I had to narrow it down to my top 5, because today we're talking about the top 5 movies I want to see in 2019. I'm just going to do this in sequential order of release date, sequential, chronological, whatever word you want to use there. Because it's going to be the easiest, this is impossible for me to actually rank 1 through 5. So, in February, I don't know what date, but in February, the Lego Movie 2 comes out, called The Lego Movie 2, The Second Part. I like this name because it kind of reminds me of the Sharknado franchise, where it was called Sharknado 2, the second one. I love the first Lego Movie. It is a masterpiece of comedy and animation, and I can't wait for the sequel. I was very disappointed by the Lego Batman movie, so I'm hoping this one, Lego Movie 2, brings me back to the franchise. And that does it for non-Disney movies, because the rest are all from Disney. Up next in June or July is Toy Story 4. As you guys know, I love Toy Story. It's probably my favorite film franchise of all time. Right up there, right next to Jurassic Park World, but Toy Story 4, probably not necessary. Toy Story 3 was the perfect ending to the trilogy, but they've done some short films since then, they've done some TV specials, so I'm okay with Toy Story 4. It's all still the same cast. I have enough faith in this franchise that I don't think they're going to screw it up. I think that's going to be impossible for them at this point. There's so much love and care behind each movie that number 4, it's just gonna be a masterpiece. Number 3 is Spider-Man Far From Home, which also comes out in June or July, sometime this summer. I love Homecoming. The more I watch it, the more I love it. I loved the villain of Homecoming. Michael Keaton as the Vulture was just great. It was just something so different from everything else in the MCU, where everything is a world-ending catastrophe. The ending of Homecoming did get a bit epic for me, a little bit more than just a friendly neighborhood kind of bad guy, but you know, it is what it is, and the ending was what it was. But the heart of it all is Tom Holland, and every time he's on screen he just steals every scene, even when he's on screen with Tony Stark. So in November from Disney Animation we are getting Frozen 2. Now this is going to be controversial, coming from a 29-year-old man who turns 30 in 2 months from today actually. But Frozen is quite possibly my favorite Disney movie of all time, and if you know me, you know I love Disney, so that's really saying something for me to call it my favorite. I just think all the characters are so strong. Elsa, Anna, Olaf, Kristoff, even Sven the reindeer has a great character. And number 5 on this list, you knew it had to be Star Wars Episode 9, The Something of the Something. No official title has come out yet. Movie comes out in a year, so we'll probably get one, I would assume, here in the next few months, maybe summertime if there's a celebration somewhere, I'm not sure. But I love the characters so much from the sequel trilogy. My favorite part of Star Wars is the prequels. I'm not gonna defend that. If you want to talk about prequels, hit me up on Twitter at BevanBoychuk, and if you really want, I'll put up a video talking about the prequels all friggin' day. But Episode 7, while not being a prequel, obviously, is my favorite film in the franchise, even if it's not my favorite saga. I need to see what happens with Rey and Finn and Poe and Kylo and all those guys. I didn't love The Last Jedi. I don't hate it by any means. I think it's still a good movie. It's far from the least of my favorites in the franchise. It was just a disappointment coming off of The Force Awakens, but I'm very excited to see what JJ does to finish off the trilogy. Now, like I said, there's a lot of movies missing from this top 5 because I had 19 on my list. There's a lot of notable exceptions. I don't have Avengers Endgame on here, or Captain Marvel. What were some of the other big ones I cut out? I don't have Shazam on my list. That was one I really wanted to keep, but Spider-Man had to make that cut. We got 2 X-Men movies coming out. New Mutants, which looks amazing by the way. That was very close to making my top 5. And of course, Dark Phoenix. I'm excited for that one. I love the X-Men franchise. I love the X-Men franchise more than the MCU. Let's not get it twisted. That's only because I love X-Men so much. But I love that franchise because they try to do so many different things, especially recently. That's why New Mutants is very close to being in the top 5. But 2019 is just such a huge year for movies, and I can't wait to see as many as possible. So what I would need you guys to do is comment the 1 or the 2 or the top 5 movies you're most excited for in 2019. Let me know what you think of my list. Like I said, it's just a personal top 5. I'm not saying they're going to be the best movies of the year, they're just the ones I want to see the most. If you are not already a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button. It doesn't take much effort. The button's right there. You just hit it, and then you're subscribed to my channel and you can see all my videos. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bevan Boychuk. And until next time, folks, I will see you next time.